Here, guys, sometimes forget I even want to record a podcast at the time, people. That is good old logic for me, man, to say the least. And the reason why I say that is because I technically did not do my AEW All In 2025 review yesterday. Instead, I saved it for Monday, like a dumbass that I am. What is going on, buddy? How are you all doing today? Welcome to our episode. Look, you see on YouTube and all audio platforms your AEW All In 2025 review. I'm hoping to do it, knock on wood. Probably not, though, because I always lie to you. Knock on wood, though. With your AEW All In 2025 review you're seeing right now. Obviously, your Saturday night's main event, July 12, 2025 review. And also your WWE Evolution 2025 review as well. This might look like the show of the year, honestly. I have to go back and check out the rest of the shows from this year in 2025. All In might be up there with Evolution, but I think Evolution just squeaks out, honestly, to me, a little bit more. I believe, because at least Evolution has a lot of great matches on that show. The first three matches were All In on Saturday afternoon were not the greatest, in all honesty. But after the little Ospreay, Strickland, and Young Bucks match, then everything picked up to be worthy of All In Texas, to say the least. We're going to discuss all your stuff later on your Saturday night's main event, July 12, 2025 review sooner rather than later. Also, your Evolution 2025 review as well. I also done a lot of work to your YouTube and TikTok shorts, or YouTube shorts and TikToks, to say the least. So check that out. All my social media is Lucas, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, Lucas C. Allen. Facebook is still technically No Limits to Lucas, so you have to change that, obviously. And you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, today's upload, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn the bell for all post notifications so you don't miss an upload on YouTube. And you have a comment what do you think of AEW All In 2025. We're also on Spotify, do the same thing. Leave a comment on this video, what do you think on this podcast, what do you think of All In Texas 2025. Also, hit the 5-star rating on Spotify if you're watching on any audio platform. Hello, I'm a lunatic, I know. To say the least, man. Let's get right into your All In 2025 review. And your introduction, or your matches and everything else. Starting with the Opps. Defeat the Death Riders to retain the AEW World Trios Championships to start the show. Like I said, the first three matches were kind of forgettable. I mean, at least the MJF when the Men's Casino Gauntlet match was was still memorable to a point. At least there were implications for the World Championship. I'll get that part. But the match itself, the Men's Casino Gauntlet match, was not that great, in all honesty. Very, very mid, I felt. Well, at least the right outcome won with MJF. That's why it's increasing of a grade. We're going to start the Opps defeat the Death Riders to retain the AEW World Trios Championships. Boring, honestly. And this is supposed to start your show with this. Here's one critique I have for All In definitely as well. There's the three big matches. Toni Storm, Mercedes Mone for the Women's World Championship for AEW. And Okada and Omega for the Unified Championship. And also, obviously, your main event with the Death Riders storyline with Hangman Adam Page. With Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page for the World Championship for the men's side, thanks AEW. That I had no problem with. But then again, if anybody your triple main event, I get you wanted a main event big time match with this. But yeah, you could have started the show. You didn't want to do that triple main event. You could have started with Ospreay and Strickland against the Young Bucks. Right, that'd start then the freaking Opps and the Death Riders, honestly. That's just me, in my opinion. We're also discussing MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman wins the 2025 Men's Casino Gauntlet match. Have the right to become the number one contender for the AEW World Championship. We'll get into that maybe in a minute for the World Championships. World Championship in general. Also, Dustin Rhodes. But by the way, before I get started with this one, we wish Adam Cole nothing but the best. It's not looking great for him whatsoever. Last time I got to word everything from the dirt sheets. You want to trust them, anything. I get your point. You want to trust them. Last time I checked with the dirt sheets on the websites and everything, that Adam Cole has a major concussion. So wish that man nothing but the best. He had to vacate the TNT Championship, so he didn't get Kyle Fletcher or Adam Cole for a TNT Championship on All In. Instead, we got Dustin Rhodes. He defeats Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher, and Sammy Guevara to win the AEW TNT Championship. I feel like this is kind of a shocking thing. Do I like it? No, honestly, I don't. Is it like a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. As long as Dustin Rhodes does not hold his championship for long. That'll be, I don't know, that'll be a question if he holds his title for long. Also, we're discussing that fail for Dustin, Rhodes defeating Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher, and Sammy Guevara to win the TNT Championship. It was vacated a bit before this match started. Adam Cole, but like I said, wish him nothing but the best. He looks like he battled for a long time. Definitely sucks for Adam Cole. Adam Cole cannot catch a fucking break, and that is sad, man. Wish that man nothing but the best for Adam Cole for sure. But after this one, the show got started big time. Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland defeat the Young Bucks in a fucking great tag team match. I fucking love this match. To me, this is why I said this should have started the show and set the tone later in the night, or the afternoon/evening to say the least. It would have set the tone big time you start with this and not the Death Riders and the Opps. But hey, this match was freaking great. I loved every second of this match. Oh, but there's no selling and only wrestling, man. What's with the no sell jobs from Ospreay? Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be honest. Shut the fuck up, please, once in a while, would you please? Just shut up already. It's unbelievable how much freaking Ospreay haters he's got. He doesn't sell this, he doesn't sell that. We expect this man to sell almost fucking everything? Like, stop, bro. Stop. That's not Will Ospreay's style. You don't like it? That's on me, not Ospreay. It's on you, dumb fucks. We'll discuss that. Also, Athena, by the way, so Strickland and Ospreay against the Young Bucks to defeat the Young Bucks, who now are relieved from their AEW EVP status of the Young Bucks. So we'll discuss that. Also, the hometown girl Athena wins the 2025 Women's Casino Gauntlet match. I feel like this match is better than the men's, honestly. I felt like the women's gauntlet match was better than men's. Times 1,000, honestly. Athena gets her moment in her hometown in Dallas, Texas. You love to see that for her. I wish it was against Mercedes Mone, honestly, for a TBS championship. But hey, at least she got a world title contention with this championship victory. With the women's casino gauntlet match. You know, right to come a number contendership for Toni Storm. We'll get into in a minute. In the AEW Women's World Championship. Also, the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defeat JetSpeed, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey. And Patriarchy, Nick Wayne, and Christian Cage. And after the match, so you gotta give those people. But guys, the match was fucking pointless. I did not care for the match whatsoever. But after the match, Nick Wayne turns his back on Christian Cage and even hits a kill switch. And Cope is back on AEW television. We all missed Adam Copeland, just sort of Cope name himself. Please get rid of that Adam. Please, Adam Copeland, please get rid of that once you come back to Dynamite. Cope returned to save Christian and told him to go find, not fuck, he told him to go find himself. I absolutely like that line from Adam Copeland. That was freaking great. I like this quite a bit. Obviously, FTR got involved with the Patriarchy and Nick Wayne turned his back on Christian Cage. I like this quite a bit. We're going to discuss that. Also discussing Toni Storm, the reign defended AEW Women's World Champion. Defeats Mercedes Mone, my girl. My girl. The reign defend AEW TBS champion to retain the AEW Women's World Championship. Man, those Mercedes Mone or Mercedes Hogan people out there are real fucking silent as this Monday morning. At least I hope they'll be their stupidity. Hopefully, knock on wood. Probably won't be. But still, probably, she only lost this match because she's getting creative control allegations. The only reason why she lost it, man. This woman can never make you assholes happy, can she? She can never make you fucking assholes happy. First of all, the last 10 minutes was freaking great of this match. The match started a little bit slow, gotta be honest, a little bit. I love the entrance for Mercedes and Toni, though. Easily the best entrances in All In this year, to say the least. We'll discuss that. Your intro is almost going 10 minutes. Lovely. Also, Kazuchika Okada defeats Kenny Omega to become the first ever AEW Unified Champion. It was a great match as well. It was not great than past matches Omega and Okada had, but still a very great match on paper too. Discuss that. Also, the Reign of Terror is over, everybody. Hangman Adam fucking Page ends the Death Riders hostile takeover. Hangman Adam Page defeats Jon Moxley to win the AEW World Championship in the main event in a Texas death match. I love this match. The only critique I would have about this is I don't like Darby Allin's way he was introduced in this match. I don't like the way he was introduced in this match. I don't like it whatsoever. I return climbing. I like the speed where you basically climbing down Mount Everest. They said the Moxley to the Titantron. I actually like that. But the way he was introduced, it just didn't look great in my opinion. We're discussing on today's podcast. Go ahead and enjoy maybe. So I was going to say it's this year's AEW All In 2025 review. A link you see on YouTube and all audio platforms. So I get started in this 20-hour freaking All In, man. Let's get started. With the Opps, the reigning AEW World Trios Champions, defeat the Death Riders to retain the AEW said World Trios Championships to start the show. I mean, this match, I'm just tired of 6-man tags, but I'm tired of the Trios Championships in general for All Elite Wrestling. I just can take him or leave, and I can definitely freaking leave them, honestly, to the fucking curb. I am tired of the Trios titles. Get rid of them. I said this once they were created. I knew it right then and general. Like, what the fuck was the point of that? Waste money on 6-man tag team matches for AEW. Like, God forbid, WWE knock on wood for this one. Doing it a lot today already. Hope to God WWE does not do Trios Championships ever. Ever! Because, my God, I am tired of Trios matches. I'm tired of Trios matches, 8-man tags, 10-man tags, 20 million tags. And also, as the Evolution last night, I love the match with Bayley, Lyra, and Becky. That was phenomenal. I love that match. And the fucking roll-up, too. I actually like the creativity Becky did with the roll-up, though. But if it does like every now and again, fine. It does. Every now and again we see the roll-up, fine. I actually like it. But, dude, I'm tired. We see it every fucking show, it feels like. And same thing with 6-man tag team matches. I am tired of it, Tony Khan, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, even to a point. Like, I'm tired of Trios matches. They do nothing for me as a wrestling fan, to say the least. I don't care how great the matches can be. I don't care how freaking whatever it produces. I don't care. I am done with them, to say the least. And then you're starting your biggest show of the year, Tony Khan, with a Trios match. Come on, man. As I said, the first 3 matches were not basically worthy of PL over pay-per-view. But at least MJF won Casino Gauntlet match. At least that was an all-in special for that men and the women. That I understood. The other 2 matches with Dustin, Rhodes, and the TNT Championship, and the Trios title is going to be safe for Dynamite. But then you can't really slam the TNT Championship way because it was on circumstance with Adam Cole. So that maybe I could understand to a point. What the fuck are the Death Riders and Opps match for? Like, literally. What, because the Death Riders and ultimate downfall right then and there? Fine, but why a 6-man tag? What the fuck, bro? I'm tired of it. And I didn't care for this match. It was solid. I don't care because I hate 6-man tags. Like, that's what I was basically calling it. A 6-man tag, I don't give a flying fuck matches. Between this, 8-man, 10-man, like I said, it's boring. B- you're great with this. Moving on to MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Wins the 2025 Men's Casino Gauntlet match. I'll be honest, I was shocked to see Darby Allin in this match. We did see him in the main event with Hangman and Moxley, as I said at the top of the show. But I was shocked not to see him included in this match. But it's the right decision, I feel. This is the right decision to MJF win this Gauntlet match. Especially if it made me feel a lot better to see Hangman Page win that championship later on in the evening. Thank God. If Darby would have won, I'd have been terrified for the main event then. And thank God MJF won this match. This is the right outcome. I predicted both women's and casino gauntlet matches right. Believe it or not, my all-in predictions, I predicted both MJF and Athena to win. I know, I'm a fucking genius, am I right? No, I'm not. I know. What do you want me to say? I'm being very cocky real quick, to say the least. MJF wins the 2025 Men's Casino Gauntlet match. I gave it a B. Only because the outcome was the best thing of this whole match, to say the least. B is your grade. The match itself was not so great, in my opinion. To Dustin Rhodes. By the way, before we get started, like I said, we wish Adam Cole nothing but the best. He's now the former AEW TNT champion. So you got to take a big time leave of absence with a concussion, to say the least. Last time I checked the dirt sheets and reports on YouTube and Twitter, to say the least. So we wish Adam Cole definitely nothing but the best. It sucks, man. Adam Cole's been through a lot of hell the last couple of years for him. So we wish that man definitely nothing but the best, to say the least. Moving on back to the show itself. Dustin Rhodes defeats Daniel Garcia, Kyle Fletcher, and Sammy Guevara to win the AEW TNT Championship. This is okay Fatal 4. It was solid for not what it was. Gave it a B-. I was expecting Fletcher to get the pin on somebody else and not Dustin Rhodes winning the championship. And man, was I fucking wrong. I thought Kyle Fletcher had this in the bargain. If Adam Cole was healthy with this, I thought Kyle Fletcher was going to beat Adam Cole. So I thought for sure he was going to win this in the Fatal 4-Way. I guess I was fucking wrong, to say the least. The match was solid, but I didn't care, honestly. The moment was nice for Dustin Rhodes, so I gotta be honest there. So I see Dustin Rhodes finally get flowers. His deserved flowers. As well as Dustin Rhodes. I gotta look this up. I gotta look up this statistic on Google. I know, I'm crazy, to say the least. How old? No, not Goldberg. I already looked them up. How old is Dustin? Rhodes. He is 56 years old. There you go. Hey, old man, AEW really is where the unks to wrestle, the old heads, to say the least. Bro, come on. Dustin Rhodes, still, I mean, is 56 years old or not, is still freaking very good at what he does. I gotta be honest. So him in the TNT Championship, I don't have quite a problem with that in general. I just wish Kyle Fletcher would have won this match, honestly. That's what I feel in all honesty. He just gets a B-, though. Now is where the show finally gets started, I feel. Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland defeat the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and now they're removed from their EVPs, Matt and Nick Jackson, the EVPs from AEW. This was great, man. I absolutely loved this match. Remind me of old school AEW tag team matches from like 2020, 2021 even. 2019 obviously too. That reminded me a lot of that. And that says a lot. AEW's tag team division back in like 2020, 2019, 2021 was the top tag team division in all professional wrestling. Now it's going to take a big time nosedive, obviously. But it is what it is. Hopefully see it back up reasonably for sure. This tag team match was freaking great, man. I love the spots Ospreay's been doing. Ospreay's obviously one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Strickland's always great. The Young Bucks, even though I think of them as per persons behind the scenes, they're a great tag team still. And this is an A-. I absolutely freaking love this match. Freaking great-ass match, man. I gotta be quite honest. Credit to the Young Bucks. They're still one of the best tag teams in all professional wrestling. I just can't stand their freaking catchphrases, Saturdays. I'm done with it, but it is what it is. This gets an A-. Moving on to Athena, the hometown girl Athena, the Ring of Honor World Champion for the female side things. Athena wins the 2025 Women's Casino Gauntlet match. Believe it or not, I like this better than the Men's Casino Gauntlet match. Might be a hot take to some people, but me, it's just barely above the grade. I gave it a B+. This match I felt was very good. I like the spots. I'm surprised Megan Bain on to win this match. But we got in the main event, especially with Toni and Mercedes, I thought for sure Megan Bain was going to win this after the outcome of the Toni and Mercedes. But then again, this match went before, to say the least. Once Athena won, I thought for sure Mercedes was going to win the championship too against Toni Storm. potentially cashed in right after. I thought for sure it could have been the case. But it didn't. You know, I kind of like that in all honesty, too. You know, it's all Athena's hometown, Dallas, Texas. I get that. People wanted to see Athena become the new world champion right after maybe Athena catches the Mercedes after she beats Toni Storm. But it didn't happen. Toni beat Mercedes, man. We're going to discuss that in a minute. But this match with the Casino and Gauntlet match for the female side, I think is better than men's, honestly. That's what I feel, in all honesty. This gets a B+, and I absolutely love the moment for Athena. Finally, on AEW main roster television, finally gets some respect from Tony Khan and not hide away from Ring of Honor. Absolutely love this outcome. You know, people want Megan Bayne, I get that. I don't mind Megan Bayne win this either. But Athena, I felt like she should won this. She was not getting Mercedes at All In. She should have gotten at least some sort of big-time match on the card. And she ended up getting a big-time victory, and I'll take that for sure. This gets a B+. Moving on to the Hurt Syndicate. The Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defeat JetSpeed, people Mike Bailey, and also Kevin Knight. And the Patriarchy's Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. And after the match, Nick Wayne turns his back on Christian Cage, even hits a kill switch, and Cope is back on AEW television. Oh, man, it's something else. Over-exaggerating the Cope, man. Cope returned to save Christian and told him to go, not fuck himself, to go find himself. I thought this was a great line. I'm glad not reunite Christian and Adam Copeland right yet. Because it'd probably be a big-time story with this between Cope and Christian against FTR. For non-title, for World Tag Team titles, not for non-title, obviously, I actually like that quite a bit. I'd rather that be for non-title, for non-compared for tag team titles yet. This match, if the match I felt is pointless, I didn't care for the match whatsoever. But I like that. I love that. I loved after the match with Christian getting turned on by Nick Wayne. And now him so probably FTR is still half, but I actually like that, honestly, for Nick Wayne. But this match was obviously forgettable. I like the outside stuff of Copeland get return and helping out Christian to a point. You know, not quite reunited quite yet. Gave it a B+ only for that in general. If it was like the match in general, probably be a C+ in all honesty. B+, you're great. The Hurt Syndicate retain their tag team titles against JetSpeed and Patriarchy and the outside shenanigans after. Moving on to something I gotta share big time about. And say, fuck the Mercedes Mone haters. Toni Storm, the reigning defending AEW Women's World Champion, defeats Mercedes Mone. And Mercedes Mone, our first singles loss in AEW. Toni defeats Mercedes Mone, the reigning defending AEW TBS champion, to retain, like I said, the AEW Women's World Championship. Now, I'll be honest, the match kind of started a little bit slow, but I love the entrances of Mercedes, having out of the rope for everybody she's beating in AEW. That looked freaking badass, I ain't gonna lie. Mercedes looks phenomenal. She always looks phenomenal. She always talks the talk, she walks the walk, she's fucking amazing. We all love Mercedes, and as a content creator like me, it might be a hot take to some people, but I love Mercedes. My favorite women's wrestler in all professional wrestling. You like it? Tough fucking shit. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a crap. But this match, I thought this is the right outcome. As Mercedes Mone be my favorite women's wrestler of all time is right now. It was the right outcome having Toni Storm retain. It was the right outcome. Because if you want to tell Mercedes, if Mercedes won this match, what the fuck did you go after this? You'll pretend to defend both the women's championship and the TBS title? I highly doubt that was going to happen. Especially on like another 20 belts after her. Like, come on, bro. Let's develop a big-time story with Mercedes going in to get that championship, the world title eventually. That's what should be happening. That's the story. You better do something better with that, Tony Khan. I gotta be honest. Not blaming Mercedes for creative control like idiots would say. I'm blaming Tony Khan. I'm not blaming him for anything in the match. The match was freaking great. The last 10 minutes of this match was freaking probably the best of the full pay-per-view. But I gotta be honest. let's build Mercedes Mone to eventually win that AEW Women's World Championship. Maybe not Toni Storm, but somebody else, maybe. Maybe it's Athena, maybe it's somebody else after that, we find out. But let's build her up. Because she took the loss here, I'll be honest. It might be a pain in my soul to Mercedes Mone fan myself. Let's have her go slowly but surely on a little bit of a losing streak. Develop that story. Maybe she be more appreciated by the fans. Maybe develop a better character. Or maybe she goes back to be more so like Sasha Banks. I don't know. We wait to find out. Maybe she can get Sky's the Limit's theme song from Road Wrestling. I highly fucking doubt that. That'd be a pipe dream in all honesty. But I'll be honest, as a Mercedes fan, I'm not too big on the CEO character. I'm not too big on it. I don't hate it personally. I prefer a legit boss more. That's my opinion. But still. Let's build Mercedes to go on a little bit of a losing streak. And I'll probably pay my ass, honestly, to say the least. But still. Who the fuck cares what I say? I also have this build up. Maybe fans will appreciate Mercedes more. Maybe, hopefully, these idiots on Twitter or whatever you want to fucking call it. But hopefully, maybe Mercedes go on big time, let me not say big time losing streak, but maybe a little mini losing streak. And she was to tell us slowly but surely. And then she only had one shot left. Is getting the Women's Championship, the World title. From who would that be? Toni Storm? I don't know. Maybe it's Athena. Maybe we ain't by them. We ain't find out. Let's build that story right now. We don't have to wait any longer, bro. What do you have to wait for? Is Mercedes going to take a break after this? I don't know. Maybe she's got more of the defender of other championships. Maybe she's defending the TBS title as well on a side scale. Maybe. We ain't find out. This match is freaking great. Was it like the best women's match of all time? Was AEW promoting it like it as? Absolutely not. Let's be real. The match is still very great. I gotta be honest. The match is freaking great. The last 10 minutes is probably the best in the whole pay-per-view, like I said. And Toni Storm, I love the Avalanche Storm Zero. And people complain about Mercedes kicking out 3 straight Storm Zeros to finish the move for Toni Storm. Like, dude, come on. This is all in. Stop critiquing that type of bullshit, people. Come on. And plus, what do you want me to say? What about Cody? What about this one? What about Cody Rhodes kicking on, 2 or 3 Samoan spikes from WrestleMania 40? Did you complain about that then? No. So shut the fuck up. I'm not saying I complain about that. I'm just saying in general, people. Like, stop with the fucking bullshit. Stop complaining for the sake of fucking complaining. And plus, you didn't even complain about the main event we saw on All In right here? With the Texas Death Match? No, there's a lot of different finishers in this match. Not that there's no pinfalls or submissions, but you get the point. Submissions are in this match, but you get the point. This Mercedes Mone Toni Storm match with Toni Storm retaining the Women's Championship and all given A-. Probably one of the best matches on the show with the last 10 minutes or so in this match. A- is your grade. What do y'all think of the Mercedes Mone build-up? Potentially get that championship eventually. She's getting that title eventually. Now, if it's a heel, a babyface, or what, it doesn't matter. She's going to eventually become the women's champion eventually by the time her AEW career is done. Let's be real, people. It doesn't matter if or no matter when it happens, honestly. Would it be Toni? I don't know. Maybe Toni, Mercedes. Maybe Athena, maybe Megan Bay, maybe Chris Statler, maybe Jamie Hare. I don't fucking know, bro. We shall wait and find out. That's up to Tony Khan for that. We shall see the championship from. Eventually. But this gets an A-. It's a freaking great match for Mercedes and Toni. Kazuchika Okada defeats Kenny Omega to become the first ever AEW Unified Champion. This also gets an all grade an A-. Not the best match Okada and Omega had. Definitely not. The New Japan matches were way more superior than this. Doesn't mean this match was bad, though. Doesn't mean the match was bad. I like the spots quite a bit in this match with Omega and Okada. Probably the final time you ever see Okada and Omega wrestle in a professional wrestling ring. Anyway, if that's the case, it was that's off the ball, man. They delivered a big-time banger of a match. But about the 20 millionth time they collide with each other. Trust me, Omega and Okada is just, it's like the modern day version of John Cena and Randy Orton, honestly. No pun intended, Cena or Orton wrestling at Backlash, just you get the point, though. You get the point. This match was freaking great, like I said. Obviously, because Kazuchika Okada and Kenny Omega, if they had a bad match, I'd be kind of alarmed. But I was kind of shocked seeing Okada win this, but not shocked at the same time. But hopefully, find out what Okada does the Unified Championship. Which, by the way, did I hear Tony Khan basically say Okada's going to be holding 3 championships? The now Unified Championship and now the Continental and International titles with that? Please, the love of God, no. That would be fucking awful. Like, seriously, that would be so fucking stupid. If you have Kazuchika Okada, not Okada can have more belts, that's fine with me. But basically, 1 championship into 3 would be stupid as fuck, man. I'd be stupid as shit, man, to say the least. Hope to God it's not the case whatsoever. But this was freaking, the match itself was freaking great, as you can tell. But this was Kazuchika Okada and Kenny Omega mastered the AEW Unified Championship. He's no grave an A-. Moving on to your main events. Hangman Adam Page ends the reign of terror of the Death Riders and Jon Moxley's hostile takeover. Hangman Adam Page defeats Jon Moxley in the main event to win the AEW World Championship in a Texas death match. And he obviously brought the championship out of that suitcase. Well, I like this touch stuff from AEW. Once Hangman got the title out of the suitcase, they still had Bryan Danielson's side plate still on the championship. I absolutely freaking like that. You keep it real, keep it more realistic and everything. I like that, honestly. Because that would have Moxley's title plates, that would be kind of stupid, beyond belief. But that was freaking, I like that touch, just to say, it's up the top. And Hangman Page came out with his old theme song from his original AEW theme song, and I freaking loved it. I love that Hangman Page theme song and the underdog type babyface Hangman Page possessed it back then. This match is freaking great. Best thing on the whole show. Well, pay-per-view in general, you get the point. Obviously, it should be. It's your main event. If it's not your main event, your biggest show of the year, it's not the best thing on the show, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Oh, wait, I forgot. It's WrestleMania 41 Night 2 with John Cena and Cody Rhodes. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to take a little bit of a shot there for Triple H there. That's stupidity back then. But still, this match was freaking great. I absolutely loved the finish with Hangman. By the way, the steel chain that Hangman gave Strickland gave it right back to him for ending Moxley's reign of terror. And I freaking loved that fucking storytelling. That is fucking glorious storytelling. I love the promo they had on Collision. I watched that, honestly. Backstage and everything. That was freaking great. I loved it. Go check that out on Collision this week on Thursday. Or last week on Thursday, get the point. And this match is great. This is starting going head-to-head with Saturday night's main event. That's how freaking long this pay-per-view was. Like, seriously. Tony Khan. There's one thing I got to critique on this whole pay-per-view, other than the one thing I had already, obviously. These pay-per-views gotta stop being so fucking long. I understand you said at 3 p.m. I get that, and that's fine with me. But still, like, come on. Why is it so long? Why do we have a trios match on the show? Let me look back at the card here. Why do we have the tag team title match, even though I like the moment after, but maybe I can stay. But you get the point. Why do we need a trios titles on the show? You couldn't say that for Dynamite. You had 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches. I'll fine having 8 matches on the show for the last Saturday. That's fine with me, honestly. 8 matches is fine with me, honestly. But still, I didn't care for the Death Rider stuff. That shit could have went on the freaking side for Dynamite. But this match with Hangman Page and Moxley was freaking phenomenal. And basically, the AEW Avengers came out with Moxley. We saw Bryan Danielson. We saw Bryan Danielson back. We saw Darby Allin come back. We had Will Ospreay. We had Swerve Strickland. I mean, damn. And Ospreay got a casualty in this. He got casualty by the Death Riders. But my God, this main event was a clusterfuck like WrestleMania 40 Night 2. And I actually like this match. I love the match, actually. Was it great as Cody and Roman from Night 2 WrestleMania 40? No. But it's not what they're trying to spiel here. It's kind of like, basically like Roman Reigns' bloodline with Jon Moxley. Don't punch it into Shield members of Moxley and Reigns, but still. This match is freaking phenomenal. I absolutely fucking love this. I love the end to this too, and Moxley again basically steel chain is choking them out with his steel chain by Hangman on the ropes, and you had no choice but to fucking tap out. That looked freaking phenomenal. And there was a lot of blood in this match, but I'll be honest, there was no blood all up until this point in the main event. But you knew it was going to happen when the Jon Moxley Texas Death match, people. I mean, come on. This match is freaking great. Best thing on the show should be is your main event for ending your reign of terror that Death Briars possess on AEW. Which is the right outcome. And this on the biggest show of the year for AEW, All In. And probably like that, I like that quite a bit. Did I wish still Swerve Strickland won that Wrestle Dynasty? I still keep saying it's still Wrestle Dynasty. But I still wish Strickland won a Dynasty. I don't know now. Because we wouldn't have gotten this. We would definitely not have gotten this. Not that I liked the Death Briar storyline. I absolutely hated Death Briar storyline. But still, you get the point. This was freaking great, man. I cannot speak any more highly of this match for sure. What's that like a match of your contender? It's not like a 5-star classic type banger. It's not supposed to be like that. Like I said, it's supposed to be like Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes WrestleMania 40 Night 2. Supposed to be that type of booking, to say the least. And this match is phenomenal, man. The reign of terror the Death Briars and Jon Moxley possess is now over. We can live and breathe finally, man. We can finally fucking breathe, man. I absolutely freaking love it ending right here. Finally, it's over. As the Undertaker streak would say, Michael Cole would say, the streak is over. Now, the reign of terror is over. Yeah, man, what a fucking show. I love this pay-per-view, man. It definitely should be. It's your biggest show of the year for AEW. And this show is freaking great. This main event of Hangman Adam Page and Jon Moxley match for World Championship in the main event Texas Death Match and all grade an A. As the overall show for AEW All In 2025, gets an all grade of B+. Fucking phenomenal show from AEW. Was it like something like Evolution? We'll discuss the Evolution review kind of a little bit later on. Later on, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, honestly. I wasn't prepared to do the all review on today, honestly. It's my own stupidity to cop back to me, to say the least. But this show is freaking phenomenal, man. This pay-per-view was freaking great. This overall show great for AEW All In 2025 and all grade B+. That is your AEW All In 2025 review on Lucas Ian on YouTube and all audio platforms. And thank you all for watching. Lucas Ian on YouTube and all audio platforms, your AEW All In 2025 review. It's going to be on Monday, July 14th, 2025. And hopefully, knock on wood, like I said, I don't know how many times in this podcast. I'll hopefully have 2 more uploads. I only do triple upload days whatsoever. But since I forgot to do this review for yesterday, it might be a triple upload day to say the least. This will be also your Saturday night's main event, July 12, 2025 review. And also your WWE Evolution 2025 review as well. That show, my God, man. That was just fucking phenomenal, man, for all the women. And congratulations to Naomi, man. We all love that for her. We all love Naomi so much on this podcast. We'll discuss that then. If that matter, by peace, love, I'm out. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.